2018 was a solid year for gaming. This year proved that gaming can have very strong and powerful stories. Before I begin my top 10 list of 2018, I want to give a shout out to several games. Here are my honorable mentions in no order. Starting off is Diablo 3 Eternal Collection on the Nintendo Switch. I played Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls on the PS4 and was blown away, but now having all the Diablo 3 content on one game card for a hybrid portable console is truly amazing. The game runs and sounds amazing on both the big screen and in handheld mode. There's so much content and character classes to play as. Also good on Nintendo for letting players dress as Ganondorf in this game, something that you don't see Nintendo do for rated M games. Next up, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. The game came out earlier this year and man, it plays amazingly. I played this game back on the Wii U and was very bothered and annoyed that we truly couldn't play this game in handheld mode. But now with the Switch we can, and it is an absolute treat to play. Now I suck at platformers, so Nintendo adding funky mode whenever I want to play, it is amazing. It makes the game enjoyable for many others and myself, but if you want more of a challenge, then you can of course switch back over to Donkey Kong. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition has so much content to it. If you are buying the game either at $60 or even cheaper, you will get your money's worth. Trust me on that. With so many modes and warriors to play as well as so many things to unlock and enjoy, as a Legend of Zelda fan or even a newcomer, you can get a sense of feel for each warrior. I have made a pretty lengthy Let's Play series on this game that I will advise you to check out. The game is absolutely amazing and plays well on both TV and handheld. Moving on to mobile games, Sega Heroes is a match 3 puzzle game that uses characters from past Sega franchises that we all know and love. It's a huge crossover of nothing but Sega. Yes, this game does have microtransactions in it, but there are still ways to unlock characters that you want to play as. I wouldn't want to say that Mario Party is back with Super Mario Party, but this game does put Mario and his friends back the way it should be. Each character using their turn and being an individual and not all of them shoved into a cart moving throughout the board. The minigames are fun and yes, the boards are nicely detailed. They don't have a sense of style to them like the GameCube Mario Party games though. And finally, Pokemon Let's Go games are the last of the honorable mentions. It is super nice to go back to Kanto in the true HD format. The idea of Pokemon following you around is charming and something that needs to continue moving forward. HMs are no more. Just like in Sun and Moon, your partner Pokemon will learn these type of moves without them using a move slot. Yeah, it does suck that there are no wild Pokemon battles, but it is really cool to see wild Pokemon actually in the wild. I made a review on this game, so for more detail on both the good and the bad about them, I hope you can check out the review. Now, let's jump right into the best games of 2018. Number 10. Now I love Dragon Ball. The whole anime series is truly one of the best in the whole world. Dragon Ball's games, however, haven't always been the best, but bring in the developers of Guilty Gear Fighting series with the art style of Dragon Ball and BAM! Dragon Ball FighterZ was born. The story of this game is finally a game that isn't the retelling of the same arcs that we all know about, but instead many characters coming together to tell a different story. The artwork and animations look amazing, the fighting mechanics go really well for a franchise like Dragon Ball. I just wish the chibi models for each character looked a bit better overall. Number 9. When we all found out that Insomniac Games was making the new SpiderMan game, I was pumped. The developers of Ratchet & Clank making a SpiderMan game? Oh heck yes. SpiderMan is one of the best superhero games that I have ever played. Not an origin story this time around, thank God. You play as Peter Parker trying to defend Manhattan from a group of villains. If you are a Spider-Man fan, then you would know all these villains and the powers that they all have. All of the characters are really well written and well performed perfectly. If you haven't already, I did make a review on this game, which you should check out. All I can say is, I am super pumped for the sequel.
Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city!
Number 8. I'm already going to begin hate for not having this game higher on my list. Look, this God of War game is the best in the franchise, and the direction that they are pushing Kratos in is truly remarkable. The story of bringing the mother's ashes to the highest mountain isn't a complicated story. With a world deep in Greek mythology, it helps the story stay interesting. The drawbacks of this game were the menu designs when trying to upgrade equipment and seeing that tasks I can do for the time being. But moving forward, God of War is clearly in the right hands.
Thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one. Long way from home, aren't you?
What do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it.
Number 7. I'm not really that big of a Kirby fan, but wow, Kirby Star Allies was such a fun and unique game. Having the power to befriend enemies and turn them into allies created so many possibilities as teams. This game is amazing looking on the Nintendo Switch and plays well on screen and in handheld mode. The boss fights were creative, and the final boss fight is the best the series has ever seen. With Nintendo still releasing content for this game, there is truly a lot to be enjoyed. I made both a playthrough and review of this game, so if you need more detailed information, I got you covered. Number 6. My first ever Monster Hunter game was truly special. Learning the amazing gameplay mechanics as well as the many different types of monsters while doing all of this with friends is something that was truly special. So much content in this game that could be played either alone or with friends. So many monsters and gear to craft. And the best part, the Palicos, a great ally and also chefs as well. My playthrough series of this game is gone, but my review is still on my channel, where I went in a bit more in depth over this game.
They say the Fifth Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree.
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2.
Number 5. Hitman 2 is the first ever Hitman game I have ever played, and my god, I love this game. The way you can go after targets are absolutely amazing. The challenges that you can complete as you play each mission give so much depth to each mission and the overall game itself. The possibilities are endless, and the game is still being updated with the new elusive targets to take out, so plenty of content to be played. The only thing that I didn't really like is that this game had a lot of Hitman 1 content that I had to buy. Like, it was kind of in my face when I accessed the PlayStation Store to buy it, that I had to buy that content to even access it. Why not add that content in, at least buy a mission or two, and then try to get people to buy the rest?
Step 3. Pull the ejector seat handle.
Right. Here it goes. Pull.
Number 4. This game should have been higher on my list, but sadly it isn't. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the ultimate celebration of the biggest crossover in entertainment history. All the characters from past Smash Bros. Games in one package with newer characters and a few new stages, just mixed in with a bunch of game modes and soundtracks. The problems though are online could have been better, and the adventure mode was something that I wanted to be a bit grander. But what we got was something that is absolutely amazing. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is still having content being released with certain spirits coming out within a time period and new fighters coming down the road. Number 3. Strategic role-playing games are something that is either hit or miss with me. If they have a great story, lovable characters, and amazing gameplay, then it would definitely land with me. Valkyria Chronicles 4 has all of that. The story is amazing, a fictional World War II where we learn about the tale of Squad E. All the characters are well written and have personalities. Instead of just focusing on just the main cast, the side cast of soldiers on the squad also have their own personalities, and you can even learn more about them as your relationship improves, something that many games of this genre really struggle on. The gameplay is absolutely smooth and fun to see which type of troops will work on certain situations. Valkyria Chronicles 4 comes back to its roots, and that isn't a bad thing.
Lieutenant Wallace, the cavalry has arrived.
Good. Just in the nick of time.
It's an honor to fight on the same battlefield as Squad E. We're under your command now.
Roger that. Just what...
Try not to get killed.
Leave the driving to me.
Thank you.
Number 2. It has been over a decade since Dragon Quest has been on a PlayStation platform. With Dragon Quest XI, it finally comes home. Dragon Quest XI is truly remarkable. The story is amazing, the characters are all unique. Dragon Quest XI does hold the player's hand in a way, but really with a long JRPG that can take anywhere from 50 to 70 hours to complete, there is no complaining off my end. Dragon Quest XI isn't grindy either compared to past installments, which doesn't make the game a chore to play. The side quests are interesting and help the party, so I always prefer to play and complete them. I just hope with Dragon Quest XI we will start to see more Dragon Quest games come out to the West.
All this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. We're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated?
Number 1. What Red Dead Redemption 2 has set out to do and the way that it accomplishes it is amazing. Rockstar Games has done it again with this game. Red Dead Redemption 2 has an amazing story, amazingly well written cast and characters, amazing side and main quests, really turned around multiplayer mode, amazing moments throughout the whole story, and the best protagonist ever in modern video game history. If you haven't played Red Dead 2, I would stop whatever you are doing and buy this game. It is well worth the money and there is plenty to do and see in it. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game that all other video games should strive to be.
What's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but we might need to lay bait to draw him out. Bears like fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot of fellas bait then shoot from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous, but...
Okay. Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur. Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them.
2018 was a solid year for video games. I think 2019 will be a bit better with many more Nintendo Switch exclusives. And of course some pretty good third-party multiplayer games like Anthem and The Division 2. But who knows, we will have to wait and see. Until then guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, see you guys later.